This is KVUE News at 5:30.
On your mark, get set, go. The Cap 10K race takes over downtown Austin.
And when the gun goes off, it's just an electric energy.
We'll have the highlights from that race coming up. Plus, if you're loving this 70-degree weather, say goodbye to it because the dog days of summer are ahead. KVUE News at 5:30 starts right now. And good evening to you, and thank you so much for joining us and watching KVUE. I'm Brandon Jones. A man is recovering in the hospital tonight after police say he injured himself during a SWAT standoff in North Austin. Officers responded to a call just after 9 this morning about a man with a gun near Canyonside Trail by North Capitol of Texas Highway. They say upon arrival, they learned a gun already fired as part of a domestic dispute. A woman came outside of a house, but a man did not. Police then called in SWAT. Authorities say they heard a second gunshot and found a man in his 60s with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Medics took him to a hospital. His condition has not yet been released. Pflugerville police are looking for 2 people they say are responsible for a shooting near Lake Pflugerville last night. The incident happened around 9 near Weiss Lane and Pflugerville Parkway. When police arrived, they found one person with a gunshot wound. Medics took that victim to the hospital where they're expected to be okay. Authorities believe that person got hurt as a result of multiple shots being fired into a vehicle. Now, right now, police are looking for 2 men in their early 20s, both about 6 feet tall. Officers believe they drove off in either a red Mazda or Toyota sedan. If you know anything about this case, go ahead and give police a call. Well, take a look at Congress Avenue. You can see it's pretty empty right now. Well, that wasn't the case a few hours ago, as downtown Austin was the home to over 20,000 people taking part in the Cap 10K race this morning. The 40th annual event once again proves the running community continues to grow. Here's KVUE's Nicole Rosales.
Runners, to your marks!
A stampede of Austinites in downtown is what makes the Cap 10K the biggest race in the state of Texas.
You're looking at 20,000 people on one street, and when the gun goes off, it's just an electric energy.
From banana suits and Rubik's Cubes to Princess Leia herself.
Everyone who runs in Austin runs this event. So if I'm not going to win, I might as well look good and have fun. And so, yeah.
It's grown since 1978, from a few thousand to what we see today.
Nice work, runners!
Just ask Jerry Boardman. This is her 40th run.
Today, I now know the things that are going to come up. I know that I'm more an active part of just enjoying it.
She and Art Laval, who we met last Sunday, finished within a couple of hours.
It doesn't get any easier, but I enjoy it.
The 6.2-mile route weaves in and out of the city streets, keeping runners on their toes.
Just kind of up and down, climbing up infield and Winstead. And then you come down and your legs are kind of toast for the next, 3 miles.
Every single one pushing through, including this first-timer, 8-year-old Elliot McCormican.
My mom just yelled, sprint, and then right when I was an inch away from the finish line, I jumped.
The same line Jennifer Hall passed within
36:40 something, I don't know the exact time yet.
36:46. She won first place overall for women. But for many, the placement isn't what makes the 10K memorable, but the Austin scenery that surrounds you.
You're running towards the Capitol building, and there's bands playing on the road. There's nothing like it, you know?
In Austin, Nicole Rosales, KVUE News.
And all the proceeds from the race will go back into the community to Austin Parks and Rec. Well, what a beautiful day to be outside right now, but hey, don't get used to this weather because it's going to be a warm-up on the way. Meteorologist Lene Meyer, she joins us now from the Storm Center. Lene, we're talking about the 90s, right?
Oh, Brandon, you're so right. In fact, it's going to feel more like summertime as we head into this week, I know. So we're going to talk about that in just a minute, but first, let's just enjoy what we have today, which is 70s across the area. Quiet conditions. All the clouds from yesterday have passed. The wind was still a little breezy at times, between about 10 and 20 miles an hour, but temperatures have felt just great today, staying below average. 77 right now in Austin, 71 in Blanco, 73 in LaGrange, but That cooler weather only sticks around through tomorrow morning. After that, temperatures start to really rebound. We're talking about a major rebound into the 90s. As you said, I'll tell you when to expect that and when you can expect our next rain chances. That's coming up in the full forecast just a few minutes.
All right, thank you so much, Lene. Well, if you haven't gotten your emergency supplies tax-free yet, you still have a few more hours to make it happen. KVUE's Aaron Jones is live at a North Austin hardware store to explain. Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Brandon, that's right. People have until midnight to purchase their emergency items tax-free. Now, this is all part of the Texas Comptroller's initiative to make sure that people are prepared the next time a natural disaster strikes. And some of these items include things like batteries, coolers, and radios, and they range in price anywhere from $5 to $3,000. Today, we had the chance to talk to one hardware store manager, and we asked him if he's seen a big turnout this weekend.
We've been busy all day and not one person has mentioned it. So, no. So obviously the public's not aware of it either.
And so if you want to get out and purchase some of those items last minute, we've had a list of some of those items on our website. Brandon?
Thank you so much, Aaron. Where protests turned violent in France after the country's presidential election ended in a runoff. Nearly 60,000 police and soldiers occupied the streets as people protested against Marine Le Pen, one of the two candidates remaining. If elected, she would become the country's first female president, promising to tighten border security and ditch the euro. Her opponent, Emmanuel Macron, hopes to unite Europe. France held the election just days after the ISIS-led terror attack that killed one police officer. Meanwhile, in the U.S., President Trump's approval rating continues to decline as he nears his 100 days in office. Right now, it's at 42%. President Trump quickly criticized the poll results, tweeting, "Much of the media is fake and almost always negative." The president added he would, quote, "still beat Hillary in a popular vote." 67% of people polled did say the Democratic Party is out of touch, while 62% said the same for Republicans.